you can't fit. No too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Killing me, back to back. I've been trying to keep it cool with these little. They tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on. Call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I. The 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never. All that beating around the bush, homie said with your chest. Got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it. Like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet. Go and check the news, bro, they heard somebody stretch. In your feelings by the better get a grill. Tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip. I got right here for show up, make everybody dip. Went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your hill? I told bro to walk behind so he can catch me if I slip. She begging me to take a sip. First she drove the boat, then she like a ship. First you load it up, then you empty out the. I'm not no button, not no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me. I can get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it make me feel better. They're passing out deep, I'm cold with the. My little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money cloud, splash, I'm covered in bells. I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go better. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up, I'm fed up. It's pressure, it's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say Manjala. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no good this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say them on that issue, I'm going 50, and then got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to back.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On Old National, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying this side. Show you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it ride through the yeah. Pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? What's happening? Oh, man. Outside,
from the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. You were choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I made on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop, that's fine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I bend, I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I
don't even wanna get no sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes. And talking about
West End, what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. On National, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in Arcade. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles. Gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow.
Bring it, yeah, bring it, song, so bring it, bring it now, this will reach out, so let it take out, ugly.
I'm up now, he's an update. I'm a real snob, I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give her a good shot on my casse. She want the Mew Mew, she want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8, you know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hating get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You was not a printer, cooped up, too up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slide me something. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You gonna believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see the got get it, go retrieve it, just short small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth, still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. You can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. Whoa.
the night. All the people that you see in the night, and all the dreams up into the yard. When the breezes are setting beside, we are not going out. Can you see the Joker flying over? As she's standing in the field of clover, watching out every day. What would happen if we took her
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Punter Tress Way set to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. One ends up a gain of 6, and it'll be first down, Dallas.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later for that next third down coming.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field. Maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Extra point by Kittle is up and good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. now from the gun. And they're all the way across midfield before he is brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Back to Gibbs now on second. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. Offensive line fast. McCarthy throwing on third down. Screen here for Gibbs. On third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And they're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful. Headed towards the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now with Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Catch made. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
Okay, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Jackson on third down. Throws caught. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Koo on now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another one for Gibbs. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He gets 6 on that play. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Slated downs to approach here from the 40. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The scoreboard reads 13-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. It was Mike Sanders still on that side.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Again, it's Gibbs. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Nakua. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on the slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, we're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Cowboys at a deficit. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they get to him just in the nick of time to bring up 4th down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Now, after the timeout to talk things over, here they go, trying for 2. They want to run it across. And he reaches the end zone. That conversion cuts the lead down to 5. So they stick with a hot hand partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him. Right. And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball. He won't be denied.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard
line. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. He's trying to push the field. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. Looking quickly here.
A 56-yard gain on the play. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's got it in the red zone. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jackson keeping it himself. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Running it with Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
Now Gibbs. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Here's Gibbs on the carry. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Wow, wide open here, complete. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown! Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And the point after is missed, so this remains a 7-point ball game.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Will finding his back. Nixon. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Go.
Jackson now on 3rd. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, okay, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's going to be brought down up in the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. It's Gibbs on the carry. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Working quickly here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
A give to Gibbs. And as we kind of expected, it does not work out. So no surprise to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turned it over on downs. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Cut near the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Offense up to the line fast. Working inside the red zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Lamar back to throw. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up third and goal.
Jackson has it, third and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up fourth and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
First down, Cowboys.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up second and
3. Second and 3 now. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Dose of the hurry up here.
That's another Cowboys.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 4-yard line.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Another one for Gibbs. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Again, it's Gibbs. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He's got it deep downfield. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? What? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Turpin with a return. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Now this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Samuel still makes the play.
I'll hear a lot of defensive defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did in 3 quarters.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. The Cowboys scoop it up. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
36. Cowboys 22.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
2-score game. Gotta get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a 1-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
1 bite at a time, partner.
1 possession at a time, 1 play at a time, 1 bite at a time to the very end.
It's complete. Naku on the left side. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Cowboys first down.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down, ball at the 36.
A gain of 12. First down.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Looking quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard.
Running on. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Third and 2, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
36.
A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
Yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering 2 in a row, well, that's borderline impossible, and that hands team They were going to let their side down a second time, that's for sure.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now.
Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to be Cowboys football!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the Raiders get to it. Shoots away from one. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. When they get the ball back, a little extra bonus on that return as well.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Going right side, mixing with it. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
The tackle made back at the 47.
Lamar off the play fake. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They're going to pass it here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He has the touchdown. The Raiders have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Lamar throwing again. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. On the screen, this is White. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, over for White. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Up to the pace here as the clock continues to run.
And it's 3rd down.
Now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
A gain of 12
The Cowboys
yards.
signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Pulled in by his back. White. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is clean, begging for some ball security. The other?
Brought in inside the 20. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
If you're going to go play action, Kate, you've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never